And good afternoon. Welcome to the booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590. Thank you for making us part of your day. I'm very excited about our next guest. I think this organization is one of the most important organizations in Dexter and probably in southeast Missouri as far as the things it does for the community. That's the local Dexter Elks, and I've been graciously joined by Davey Crockett, the exalted ruler of the Dexter Elks 2439. Davey, may I call you Davey?
Yes.
Welcome to the booth.
Thank you.
Davey, tell me a little bit about what's going on at the Dexter Elks Lodge.
Right now, we just finished up the fair. We had a very successful fair this year. Went through an awful lot of pulled pork, I can tell you.
And let me talk a little bit about that. Again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590. You said you finished up with the fair. Did you have a food booth out there?
Yes, we have a food booth out there.
And you obviously had some pulled pork, and it was outstanding. I had a couple sandwiches myself. Is this one of the major fundraisers for the Dexter Elks every year?
Yes, this is one of our biggest ones. Then we have like 18 for Life. Has their annual dinner out there. The Turkey Federation, and coming up, we're going to have Blacklight Bingo.
And we're going to talk about all those events here in a few minutes. And as indicated, Davey is the exalted ruler, and I say exalted ruler. That's what we call the basically the president, the person in charge.
Yes.
And we're talking a little bit off the air, Davey. How long have you been the exalted ruler of the Dexter Elks 2439?
Well, this is my 5th time.
And how long is each term?
It's a year. Starts in April 1st and goes until March 31st next year.
And I'm assuming from everything you told me, it flies by. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, it keeps me busy, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Tell the listeners a little bit about Davey Crockett. Davey, other than the exalted ruler of the Dexter Elks, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm actually semi-retired now. I was a remodeling contractor for a lot of years here in Dexter, and I still do some odds and ends, but I try to keep a low profile, and the lodge keeps me busy too, because I'm the main cook out there also. And
let's talk a little bit about the Dexter Elks Lodge. Again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590. And you indicated that you had a booth there at the Stoddard County Fair. It's my understanding you had a dinner last night at the Elks Lodge. Is that correct?
We have a dinner every Friday night.
And tell the people a little bit about what that is.
Well, we'll have our first Friday is always fish night. We do fried catfish and hush puppies, the whole 9 yards. And then our second Friday is usually, that's my choice. So it could be anything from lasagna to beef tips. And then our third Friday is always our fried chicken night. And then our fourth Friday is always our rib night.
And again, I think a lot of listeners, each Friday of the month you cook something, and it's usually the fried chicken, the beef tip, whatever, a fried fish. So if I just want to come out and eat, do I have to be a member of the Dexter Elks Lodge?
Either a member or guest.
Okay. And if I wanted to become a member of the Dexter Elks Lodge, I could obviously do that, or I could come with a guest. Is there a price for the meal?
Generally, right now they're around $15 for full dinner. That includes your main meat, some sort of potato, rolls, dessert, baked beans, coleslaw, whatever that goes with the dinner.
I don't think you could get a fast food meal for $15, could you, Davey?
No, not really.
And you're not going to beat the quality and the taste. As you indicated, that you're the main cook, is that correct?
I am. I'm the one that does all the smoking.
Absolutely. And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, exalted ruler of the Dexter Elks 2439. And the Dexter Elks, it's located on 2 Mile Road, is that correct?
Yeah, 325 North 1 Mile Road, or 2 Mile Road.
2 Mile Road. And if you want to become a member of the Dexter Elks, you can contact the facility there.
You can call the lodge. You can actually do it online now. You can go online and fill out an application, or you can indicate that you would like to become a member, and one of our members of leadership will get a hold of you and we'll take it from there.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590. And in the event that you do become a member of the Dexter Elks Lodge, one thing I think is amazing, you'll be giving access to the lodge, but it'll also get you to access to any lodge anywhere in the world, correct?
Yes, well, in the United
Yes,
States.
my world's very limited. The United States right now is about as far as I want to go. And I say that because my girlfriend's sister's a member of the Elks Lodge. They're in Marathon down in the Keys. And I actually used my card down there and got in. And it's amazing that everybody just treats you as if you're just one of your own.
Yep, that's exactly the way they should treat you.
Absolutely. And we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, the exalted ruler of the Dexter Elks, 2439, talking about the Friday meals that are available at the lodge. Also, it's my understanding that in the event that you wanted to rent the lodge, it's also available. Is that correct?
Yes, we have a large hall that will seat about 500 people.
And if we wanted to do that, we can always get on the website or call the lodge. Is that correct?
The best way to do that would be to call the lodge.
And what's that phone number?
It is 624-2450.
And there will be somebody to either leave a message or, and they'll always get back to you and respond. And you indicated in the past, and I know that I'd been there for the Dexter Chamber Banquet was held there last year, I believe. It's a very nice facility. In the event that I want to rent the lodge, can I then also ask for you guys to cook and make that part of the process?
Yes.
Is there a certain meal or something that I can request, or is it?
Well, they have a standard menu of the things that we cook, but since I'm the cook now, I've been known to cook whatever somebody wants. I've cooked everything from brisket to chicken cordon bleu.
And tell me, how long have you been the main cook out there?
About 3 years now.
And prior to that, did you enjoy cooking and barbecuing?
I've always been a cook. It just comes natural.
Outstanding. And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, exalted ruler of the Dexter Elks, number 2439, located on 2 Mile Road. If you're not a member of the Dexter Elks, you really need to consider it. Outstanding dining facility. If you are a member, you're eligible for the Friday meals, first, second, third, and fourth Fridays of each month. You could even maybe convince Davey that we might need to change the menu up a little bit, depending on how much what kind of mood he's in that day, right, Davey?
It really depends, yes.
And Davey, let's talk a little bit about what the Dexter Elks does for the community. I know there's a lot of things that they do. Let's go through a little bit about some of the major events that the Dexter Elks sponsor for the community.
Well, we have the hoop shoot, which is actually one of the largest coeducational sports competitions in America. We also have a youth wrestling program that we support. We have a traveling baseball team that practices at our facility. We have scholarships every year, and our veterans programs are always going on. That's one of our main focuses, is our veterans programs.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, exalted ruler of the Dexter Elks, 2439, located on 2 Mile Road here in Dexter. And you talked a little bit about the hoop shoot program. That's my understanding, in which it's a program of the youth doing free throws. Is that correct?
Yes, it's a free throw competition for boys and girls 8 to 13.
And explain a little bit about how would you get involved if you wanted to be involved in the hoop shoot program?
Most of the time you can either go through the school or you can go through us and sign up. That's pretty much all you have to do.
And I think at some point we've had local individuals who's been part of the hoop shoot who's went on up to regional and state levels. Is that correct?
That is correct. As a matter of fact, I believe last year we had one that went to the regionals.
And when exactly does the hoop shoot program start?
I believe this year it will be December 6th, I believe.
So we need to start looking online, talking to your area coaches, things of that nature. Those coaches, if they're listening, can reach out to the lodge and get that system going. And it's eligible for boys and girls, correct?
Yes.
And you said it's the largest
co-ed sports competition in the United States.
How long has the Elks been involved in that?
I believe the hoop shoot started in, I think, maybe the 50s.
So
it's been around a while.
So it's been about 100 years. Well, maybe 75 years, something like that. And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, Exalted Ruler of the Dexter Elks, 2439. Talking a lot about the Hoop Shoot program. If you're interested in the Hoop Shoot program, it's the largest co-ed sports program in the United States. You can contact your coach. And then you can contact the Elks Lodge and figure out exactly what's going on with that. You also indicated something about youth wrestling. And we talked about the youth wrestling program. What's going on with the Elks and the youth wrestling program?
We sponsor that, and we provide a coach that works with them. And it's a boys wrestling youth program. And I think those age ranges are about the same as what all of our other competitions are.
And in the event that I wanted to say, hey, my son needs to do something, I think youth wrestling is where it's at. How would we get involved in the youth wrestling program? Is it my understanding that there's applications taken to the schools that are passed out, or is it more of a program in which you have to search out the coach?
I believe that's done through the schools.
Right. And is it
in conjunction with the schools?
And I'm assuming it's a well-attended program, and it's an excellent feeder program for the school here.
I think last year we had somewhere around 60 participants.
Okay, outstanding. And those there's a nominal fee to be a part of that. Is that correct?
It doesn't cost the kids anything.
Okay, so it's an absolutely free program.
Yeah, I mean, other than their parents may have to drive them back and forth.
Right. And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590. Excuse me, talking to Davey Crockett, the Exalted Ruler of the Dexter Elks, number 2439. Talking about the youth wrestling program that's sponsored by the Dexter Elks. That's free to the local youth. The Elks pay for a coach, and they also sponsor the program. It's an excellent way for the youth of the area to get involved in a sporting activity, get some of that aggression out, some of that high-strung excitement, and go from there. Davey, you also said there's a traveling baseball team as well. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, we had a team. I guess they didn't have a good place to practice, and some of the fathers and mothers are members, and they knew that we had a baseball field out there, and they asked if they revamped it, could they use it as their practice facility. So, matter of fact, they were out there today practicing.
And again, we're here with Davey Crockett, Exalted Ruler of the Dexter Elks, 2439 on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking about some of the benefits and the services that the Dexter Elks provide to the local region, that being the Hoop Shoot contest that's been going on since we think about 1975, open to girls and boys. Reach out to your local coach or school about that, and then they can get a hold of the Dexter Elks 2439 to figure out what we need to do about getting you enrolled in that, moving you from the original state and the national competition. Talked a lot about the youth wrestling program that's free to the youth. It's sponsored by the Dexter Elks, in which they pay for a coach to help the kids of the community. And we got a traveling baseball team that's also practicing. Have you convinced them to change their name to the Elks?
I'm not for sure if they have that on their shirts or not, to be honest with you, because we bought them T-shirts back whenever, we had a big meat smoke for them to help raise some funds to help some of the parents with their traveling costs. So, yeah, I don't think they're going to name it after us. I mean, they may have a sponsorship on their shirt or something.
Well, I mean, I think that'd be a cool name for a baseball team, just be the Elks right across the front, something like that. And again, we're here with Davey Crockett, the Exalted Ruler, 5-time Exalted Ruler. Davey, when does your current term end, and when will we be able to vote for you for your 6th term?
There won't be no 6th term.
When will your term be up, Davey?
It'll be March 31st.
And tell me a little bit about an Exalted Ruler of the Dexter Elks, 2439. If you are a member, I know that I get an outstanding newsletter that provides a ton of information about what's going on all over about the Elks. What is your role as Exalted Ruler of the Dexter Elks? What I guess I should say, what do you not do out there, Davey?
I don't think there's anything on that list that I don't do. I've even bartended out there before.
So tell us a little bit about what you do as the Exalted Ruler.
Well, you officiate all the meetings, all the special events. You kind of have a board and your other officers that assist you in completing the task. Grand Lodge has a set of standards that they want us to meet, and so it is part of my responsibility to make sure that we meet those demands that they asked of us.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, Exalted Ruler of the Dexter Elks, number 2439. Davey, how long have you been a member of the Elks?
27 years.
And as a member for 27 years, kind of tell me, how has the lodge and being a member changed?
It's grown substantially from the original institution of the Dexter Elks was in May of 1970. And originally there was a small building out by where the old Eagles was. And then they moved into the big church up there on Business 60. And in 2000 we instituted our new lodge out on 2 Mile Road. And we've been there ever since. And when we originally left the church, we had maybe 230 members, and now we are hovering somewhere around 500 members.
Outstanding. And again, you indicated we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, Exalted Ruler of the Dexter Elks, number 2439. A little bit about how it started. How many original members, and you may or may not know, that started the Dexter Elks?
If I remember right, it's somewhere around 120, 130 charter members, and there are very few of them still alive.
And you've indicated you've been a member for 27 years, is that correct?
Yes.
And you indicated, I think, that you moved to the new building on 2 Mile Road in 2000?
That's when we instituted that building, yes.
How did you get moved out there? Tell us a little bit about the process of how that all took place.
Well, we already owned the property out on 2 Mile Road, and we had a small building out there, a small garage. And then we had applied to the Grand Lodge to get a loan to build the building, and we paid it off in, I think, 11 years' time.
That's very impressive, very impressive. And as you're moving out there, that was a result of just increased membership and things of that nature, correct?
Well, moving out there facilitated, the thought that this was a new place, or at least a lot of people thought it was a new place. So we just started gaining members. I mean, they were coming in droves for a while.
Absolutely. And we're welcome to the booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, Exalted Ruler of the Dexter Elks, number 2439. Davey, in addition to the events as far as the hoop shoot and the youth wrestling, the lodge also takes a very active interest in the local communities as far as the children. Is that correct?
We have several. Well, we used to sponsor Boy Scouts troop, but I don't know what happened to the Boy Scout troops around here, but they've kind of disappeared.
Absolutely.
But anytime we get a request to help with the youth program, like we go over to the Goodwill games and try to lend a hand to them, and sometimes we provided food for them. Anytime we get a request for something like that, we definitely want to participate as much as possible.
So if there's a local youth program that's needing some help or support, they can reach out to the Elks Lodge here in Dexter, and they're more than willing to try to do what you can for them, correct?
Absolutely.
And we talked a lot about the holidays. Is it my understanding that the lodge also takes an active interest in food baskets and things of that nature?
Yes. Last year we done 60, and I believe we're going to do another 60 Christmas baskets this year.
And those Christmas baskets are for needy or underprivileged families that just need a little help during the Christmas time, correct?
Exactly.
And again, do you take nominations? How do you get the word out on that?
A lot of times it'll come through maybe social workers. Some even come through schools. They may come through individuals that know that we provide them. It just, they come from various places.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, exalted ruler of the Dexter Elks, 2439, located on 2 Mile Road. If you're interested in becoming a member, is it possible to just stop by and visit the lodge? How do you do that, Davey? I know there's strict guidelines.
Well, we kind of frown on people just stopping by.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I mean, now you can come in if you know a member.
Right.
Ask them, hey, I might be interested in joining. You think you could take me out as a guest? And we will absolutely let you bring in guests.
And the one thing I like to tell everybody, I had the privilege of being a member of the Dexter Elks. I was brought out by a member. And the one thing I will say is everybody in the room stood up, shook my hand, introduced themselves, a very warm, inviting environment. So if you're concerned about that, like a lot of people are like, I don't know about going in a room with people I don't know. Believe me, the Elks have never met a stranger. Extremely nice group out there. Would love to see you coming with a member. Come out on a Friday night, have a meal, $15. You can't beat that, I promise you. I've eaten some of Davey's food. It's outstanding. He's not going to boast too much because that's just not how Davey is. But you really got to come out and try it because it's truly amazing. Davey, we talked a little bit about the baseball team, the youth wrestling, and the hoop shoot program. You also indicated, in addition to the food baskets as go out in the holidays, there's some scholarship programs, correct?
Absolutely.
And I think the one thing that the Elks wants people to know, it's not always about a 4-year college or something like that. If you're wanting to go to a technical school or something like that, let us know, because we know that there needs to be electricians, contractors, because there's fewer and far between, correct?
Yes, about, I think 5-6 years ago, we started accepting applications also for people who are going to trade schools. Because, you're right. I mean, we need more people in the trades.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, exalted ruler of the Dexter Elks, 2439, located on 2 Mile Road here in Dexter. If you have not had an opportunity to go and visit the Elks, reach out to a member, go out and visit, and once you do, you'll become soon want to join a member. I think there's 500 members now. Is that about right, Davey?
Yeah, it's hovering right around 500 right now.
Extremely great group of people, men and women.
Yes.
It's not strictly for men. It's not strictly for women. It's come one, come all. Great time. And Davey, talk a little bit about some of the things that go on at the Elks Lodge, like who all rents the building for events?
Oh, you never know who it's going to be. We've had a lot of wedding receptions out there. One of our biggest dinners of the year is 18 for Life, holds their annual dinner out there. Usually we're looking at 450 to 500 people for that. The Ducks Unlimited, the Turkey Federation, the Chamber has held their dinners out there several times. I know I've cooked for them.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, exalted ruler of the Dexter Elks, 2439. And if you're thinking about putting on an event, you can contact the lodge at the phone number. Give them a call. It's 624
2450.
2450. Leave a message or talk to someone out there. And what we're trying to explain about the facility is I don't think it's not too small. It can hold a ton of people, correct, Davey?
It can hold quite a few people, absolutely. Our hall side will hold somewhere around 500, and our lounge area, we can fit about 150 people in.
And again, they're always looking for people who want to come out. Give them a call. Extremely friendly. Davey will even go through the menu. He perhaps will cook. How about some filet mignon?
Well, that might get a little pricey. now we do have steak nights are starting again in October.
Well, why are you holding out on me, Dave? You don't want to tell me about steak night?
Well, steak night, but you're talking about all we fix is ribeye steaks. So you get a full ribeye steak dinner with baked potato, full salad bar, dessert for $25. So.
You're not going to beat that anywhere in Southeast Missouri, I promise you.
And they're very good steaks.
Absolutely. And what is that going to start, Davey?
And our first one will be October 25th. It'll also be our Halloween party.
Oh, so
and we'll have music out there that evening.
So let's talk a little bit about that. Again, we're welcome to the booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590. Talking to Davey Crockett, the exalted ruler of the Dexter Elks, 2439. We indicated steak night will be coming back on October
25th.
Is that one of those Fridays, or is that just a special?
No, it's always on a Saturday, so that it doesn't interfere with our regular Friday dinners.
So not only can you eat every Friday, then steak night will be...
It's once a month, and it doesn't always fall on the same weekend, but once a month, and we usually run it through April. Because generally after that, people start their summer vacations and what have you, so...
And you can get a ribeye, baked potato, salad bar, full salad bar for $25. And I cut you off. You said it's going to be your Halloween party. Are we going to dress in costumes, or can we just come as ourselves?
Some people will be dressed in costumes. Some of them will get really elaborate. But no, you do not have to dress up.
And you indicated there's even going to be some live music.
Well, we'll have a DJ, a sound system out there.
And I'm hoping that they'll play nothing but Halloween music, or are we going to have a wide variety?
It'll probably be a wide variety.
It's not going to be 24 hours of the Monster Mash, correct?
No.
Outstanding. And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590. Talking to Davey Crockett, the exalted ruler of the Dexter Elks, 2439, going through some of the things going on out the lodge. Davey, I'm going to ask you this, and you may say, I can't really talk a lot about that. What are some of the things that the lodge is looking forward to doing as far as expanding? Is there some goals or some things that the lodge is like, hey, we'd like to get involved in this or do more of this?
Actually, one of the things that the Elks nationwide has just started is the Adopt a Vet program, where like homeless vets or ones who are just coming back from a deployment and they want to get restarted, reestablish a home. We will help them with like a basket of stuff that they will need, like personal hygiene, sheets, pillowcases, towels, that sort of thing. Last month we even helped one get a recliner and one get a bed.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, the exalted ruler of the Dexter Elks, located on 2 Mile Road. And Davey, one thing that as we're talking, it sounds like what the lodge is trying to do is give back to a community in which its members have gotten so much from. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Our whole organization is community-based. Every local lodge, that's their main drive, is to be part of the community and make the community as better as they can.
And I know we're here in the fall months. Is there anything coming up in the fall that we're really focusing on at the lodge right now?
Right now would be the next event coming up will be Blacklight Bingo.
Oh, and let's talk a little bit about Blacklight Bingo. What's Blacklight Bingo going to be?
It's bingo with a party. There's black lights all over the place, glow-in-the-dark stuff, music going. We will have a bar open. and I mean, you can just come out and have a blast, and it's definitely a lot of fun.
And when we say Blacklight Bingo, and again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1599. We'll be located at the lodge. Can I come out anyone, or do I need to be a member and come out with a member if I'm not a member of the lodge?
No, Blacklight Bingo is open to the public.
Okay, so anybody who wants to come out and play Blacklight Bingo will be eligible to do that. What day is that going to be on?
October 15th.
October 15th will be Blacklight Bingo. What time will we be kicking off?
The doors will open at 6 and bingo will start at 7.
And obviously, and the Elks always has a outstanding purpose for everything they do. Is there some kind of event that we're going to be giving this or something the money's going towards?
Yes, actually, we're splitting the proceeds of this with the Stoddard County Children's Home.
Okay.
And there will also be a silent auction, and we will also have an open kitchen. So.
And what do you mean by open kitchen?
Well, snack bar, like, get you a hamburger, a hot dog, or I don't think but hamburgers,
sure.
Cheeseburgers, fries, that sort of thing.
And in the event that I wanted to donate something to the silent auction, could I do that?
Absolutely.
How would I go about doing that, Davey?
Just you can get a hold of Stephanie Young or myself. Stephanie is the one who is ramrodding this project, or you could even call maybe the Stoddard County Children's Home, but we are like having a separate silent auction from them. They are providing some items, and we are providing some items.
So again, I'm going to welcome the booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, the exalted ruler of the Dexter Elks, talking about the October 15th Blacklight Bingo to start at 6 o'clock, doors opening, bingo at 7. This is a dual fundraiser in which you'll be splitting money between the lodge and the Stoddard County Children's Homes, correct?
Yes.
And there will also be a silent auction with some items provided by the lodge and some by the children's home, correct?
Yes.
And there's actually going to be a open kitchen, which we can get.
Yeah, it'd be, kind of like a snack bar kind of thing. Where
Sure.
You get
Okay.
cheeseburger, hamburger. I'm not for sure exactly what's on their menu, but I know Joe, and I think he'd get 3 guys that's going to help him that night with the kitchen. So.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590. And one thing I would like to say about Davey from the Dexter Elks, we have 500 members, but the number of members who are taking an active role and really doing a lot of the work at the lodge is fewer than that, correct?
Considerably fewer than that.
So what we'd like to say is if you're a member, you need to volunteer a little bit more to get some more people out there. Because this takes a lot of work whenever you rent out the building for 500 people and try to cook for 500 people, correct?
It takes about, usually for something like 18 for Life, we'll have 20 to 25 people who will chip in, whether there's helping set up the hall, do the dishes, cook the food, the ones who just set it out and organize things. I mean, those are big deals.
I mean, it takes 5 people just to clear the tables and take care of the trash and things of that nature. So, let alone trying to cook and do all the other things, correct?
Correct.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, exalted ruler of the Dexter Elks, 2439. Davey's been the 5-time exalted ruler. I'm thinking 10 has a nice ring to it, but Davey says, nope, not going to do it. Tell me a little bit about the leadership out there at the Dexter Elks. Sir, who are some of the other members that are in leadership of the Dexter Elks?
Well, my leading knight this year is Jeremy Carey. My lecturing knight is Kevin Popst. My loyal knight is Stephanie Young. Secretary is Libby Hamilton. Our treasurer is Ashley Hester. And then we have a board, and that consists of all the chair officers and the trustees.
And when you talk about the chair officers, is that certain events has a chair? For instance, does the hoop shoot have a chair? Is there a chair for the youth wrestling or things of that
No,
nature?
generally those will be someone who's interested in that particular thing that we do. Like this year, I think Dennis Carmack and Kevin Popst are going to head up the hoop shoot. So, they'll be in charge of that. Dennis is also one of our board members, and he's also our Veterans Program Coordinator.
And again, we're here on Welcome to Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, Exalted Ruler of the Dexter Elks, talking about the numerous things the Dexter Elks, provide to the local community. They're number 2439. One is the hoop shoot event that's been going on since about 1975. The second is the youth wrestling, in which the Elks provide a coach for the program. It's free of charge to the youth who want to be involved. I think it's coordinated through the school. If not, you can reach out to the Elks Lodge and ask about how you can get your child involved. We also have the traveling baseball team that practices behind the facility there at 2 Mile Road on a very nice ball field. They've done an excellent job redoing. Also talked a lot about the scholarships that's been offered, not only for those who want to go to a 4-year or 2-year school, but also for a technical school, things of that nature. We also talked about the new veterans program that's going on with the Dexter Elks, which is an emphasis for the lodge throughout the United States, correct?
Elks have always been part of veterans programs. The Elks are even actually the ones who started what we call the VA now.
Oh, and
they built 2 hospitals during World War I, and then turned them over to the War Department, it was called at that time.
Outstanding. And I don't think a lot of people know that a lot of the things that start in the communities are based upon organizations like the Elks that come in and want to be a part of the community, start things, and then turn things over to other people. And you indicated you've been a member for 27 years, is that correct?
Correct.
And I'm going to ask you kind of a unique question. What prompted you to want to become a member of the Elks? Was there a friend that said, hey, come on out here, or what?
Actually, yes. My wife's uncle asked me to join.
And
whenever I first moved to Dexter.
And tell me a little bit about that. Did you think, what are you talking about?
My wife's uncle?
Yeah.
He come over to the house one day and he says, if you're looking for something to do, he said, we could use some more members at the Elks Lodge. I said, well, okay, sign me up.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, the Exalted Ruler of the Dexter Elks, talking about the Dexter Elks 2439. And it's my understanding that the local chapter was started in
1970.
With about 125 charter members.
I think somewhere like that, 125, 130 members.
And it's now in this new location, which has been since about 2000.
Correct.
And it has about 500 members.
Yes.
How has the entire process of being an elk changed in your 27 years, Davey?
Actually, it's mainly a continuation of the programs that the Elks have always been involved in. I mean, through the years they've had like the Adoptive Vet program. I mean, they always had veterans programs, but they recently started the Adoptive Vet program, and then they started they also have a soccer shoot that has started since I became a member. And
tell me a little bit about the soccer shoot.
That one I can't really tell you a lot about because we haven't participated in it a whole lot, but the national organization has asked all the subordinate lodges to get involved with the soccer shoot. And now that I see that there's an interest in soccer, I mean, new soccer field at the high school, maybe it's time to get started into the soccer shoot program.
And again, for those who are listening, we're here on Welcome to Duke with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590. All of those parents of the inaugural Dexter soccer program that are not a member of the Elks needs to join the Elks. and then they can help us with the soccer shootout, soccer shoot. That's also being kind of a new thing being pushed by the lodge nationally and so forth. How has the age of the member changed? Is it a lot more young people coming in, or is it?
We have some, but no, predominantly you see a lot of older people, especially retired people, and those are generally the ones who do a lot of the helping out. You know, the ones that have excess time, they don't have to worry about taking their kids here, there, and everywhere. I mean, we do have young members, but not a lot of them.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, the exalted ruler of the Dexter Elks, 2439, located on 2 Mile Road. Davey, how often do you think that the Elks Lodge, as far as the dining facility, is rented out a year?
It's gone down dramatically in the past few years because there's been several other venues open up around Dexter. So we are in the process of getting figures to see about updating we used to call it the bingo hall because that was what it was originally intended for, but now it's, I would like to call it a venue, you know, so that we can have more events there and make it a little more venue-friendly kind of place instead of just looking like a big empty hall.
And, you know, when we're talking about that, I guess a lot of people, when you walk in, it's tables and chairs. They're a very nice facility. But a lot of people are looking, as you say, they want more of an event center type thing. Is that something you are looking into?
That's what we're planning on doing. We've replaced all the tables, all the chairs. We have all brand new tables and chairs. And now we're considering updating our lighting and some painting so that we can make it more event friendly, shall we say.
And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, exalted ruler of the Dexter Elks, 2439. If you're looking for a place to have an event, the event center there, or we're going to call it event center, holds about 500. Has an outstanding kitchen. Also, Davey's an outstanding chef, as I like to call him, even though he doesn't want to say that. There'll be an outstanding menu. One thing that a lot of people don't realize, too, the parking is absolutely amazing. There's plenty of parking. It's easy access. It's a one-stop shop for anything you could possibly want on any venue that you could ever require. A banquet, a church function, a children's party, things of that nature. Nothing's too big or too small, correct?
No. We've had family reunions out there. Sometimes people call us and say, hey, can we use your facility? We had a member of the family pass away, and we need some place to hold a lot of people after the funeral or whatever. I mean, so, yeah, we can open it up for basically just about anything.
And again, it's also going to be a situation in which whatever you need, it's not a one-size-fits-all. It's we adjust to what you need for your event or your facility. And again, we're on Welcome to the Booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, exalted ruler of the Dexter Elks, number 2439, talking about the venue that they have. And you indicated that you're going to do some painting and some lighting change and things of that nature. Have y'all have some kind of date about when that's going to happen, Davey?
Right now we are in talks with several people, seeing if they'd be willing to make some donations or donate some time to help us with it, because we've got several guys who have worked as painters, drywallers, that sort of thing, and so hopefully before the end of the year we'll find out just exactly how much we have so that we can get started on it.
So in the event that you're thinking about renting the Dexter Elks Lodge through the end of the year, there's still time. They're not going to turn anybody away. Give them a call at the lodge. And again, I'm giving this number 1-624-2450. 2450. Leave a message or someone will answer the phone and then answer all your questions. If they can't answer your questions, they'll give it to somebody who can, and they'll get with you really quickly. Davey, you know, one thing that we haven't talked about is there a strong drive to recruit new members to the lodge? Is that something that's always going on?
That's always something that's going on. I mean, you'd be amazed how many times we try to reach out to people who, I'm even people that I run across on the street. If they ask me, I'll definitely tell them and ask them to join. I think this year I've gotten 4 people to join, so yeah.
And again, we're welcome to Loop with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, Exalted Ruler of the Dexter Elks, 2439, talking a lot about the Hoop Shoot event that the Elks sponsor, also the youth wrestling program, the traveling baseball team, the numerous scholarships that's all listed on the Elks website. Is that correct?
It's on the Elks website, and now if you want to keep up with us, you can find us on Facebook. So,
oh, you've come into the 27th century with Facebook, have we?
That way, if there's a calendar change or something, we can notify people instantly by putting it on our Facebook page.
And I'm assuming is it just Dexter Elks?
Yeah,
or
just Dexter Elks.
And you can get on Dexter Elks, and you're always could call. I've given you the number. We talked about the new Adoptive Veterans Program. Of course, the Elks have always been very active in veterans affairs and things of that nature. And we want to talk one more time about the October 15th event because Davey promised me this is going to be the event of the year, Black Light Bingo, correct, Davey?
Yes, it's a big fundraiser, and I'm telling you, it gets packed. I mean, I think the last one we had like 275. The first one we had was like 330 people, and it was wall-to-wall people.
And one thing, and again, we're going to welcome the booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590. One thing that I've learned with Davey Crockett, Exalted Ruler of the Dexter Elks, is people in this area take their bingo very seriously, don't they, Davey?
Yes, we used to have bingo every Wednesday, but after COVID, it never got. Well, we tried to start it back up, but you just couldn't get enough people to make it worth your money. I mean,
I understand that. And, COVID was a situation that hindered a lot of people that they still haven't recovered from. So, Blacklight Bingo, October 15th. The doors open at 6. Bingo starts at 7. The money will be equally divided between the Dexter Elks and the Stoddard County Children's Home. There will also be a silent auction. And despite the fact I wish Davey would cook me a steak, there will not be steak, but there will be a food bar out there for quick snacks and things of that nature, correct?
Yeah, for people that want to come out early, and they didn't have time to stop and eat, we will have food available out
Absolutely. There. And again, we're going to welcome the booth with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, winding down with Davey Crockett. We've got about 5 minutes left or so. Davey is the Exalted Ruler of the Dexter Elks, 2439. He's been the Exalted Ruler for the last 5 years. Member for 27.
No, they were.
Oh, did they break it up?
There was time periods in between there. Not the last 5 years.
I started to say, if you've been president or Exalted Ruler 5 years in a row, that's way too much.
Well, the first time was in 2012, and then 2014, 2015, and then last year and this year.
But there will not be a 6th.
There will not be a 6th.
Are you going to take any other role out there, Davey, or are you just going to...
No. Cook. That's it.
That's even better. Absolutely. And again, the bingo, we're needed to explain again, October 15th, 6 o'clock. Please come out for an excellent cause for the Dexter Elks and the Stoddard County Children's Home. Be an amazing event. Expecting 200 plus, you think?
At least 200. I'm hoping more along the lines of 250 to 330, I think, is our max.
Outstanding. And as we're winding down, Davey, is there any other events that we need to talk about that we haven't touched on yet?
Well, there will be more events coming, but off the top of my head, I mean, we got the Turkey Federation, I think, is coming up in October or November 1. So, yeah, there are events coming, but like I said, check Facebook page. You'll find out what's going on at any one given time.
And again, we're here on Welcome to Duke with Daren Todd on KDX AM 1590, talking to Davey Crockett, the exalted ruler of Dexter Elks, 2439, winding down. If you're interested in becoming a member of the Dexter Elks, get a hold of the lodge, get a hold of a member, come out and visit, as I indicated when I did it. You're not going to be disappointed. A great group of men and women, absolutely outstanding folks who really care about the community. The amount of volunteer hours out there, Davey, is just unbelievable. Have you even put a number on the number of volunteer hours that's been put out there by the Elks?
At our lodge, I would probably venture to say 30 to 40,000 volunteer hours a year.
Absolutely.
And it's a lot.
And it all goes back for the betterment of the community, correct?
That's exactly what it goes for.
And as we're winding down, we just finished up the Stoddard County Fair a while back. How was that experience for the Elks?
Very good, actually. I mean, we had a good year this year. I mean, it was perfect weather. So, I mean, yeah, it went really well. I cooked total 62 butts, and we sold every bit of the pulled pork from it.
Absolutely. And so you'll have time to join the Dexter Elks, become a member, and be able to work next year in the food booth for the 99th annual Stoddard County Fair. That's exactly what we want, correct, Davey?
Absolutely.
We want everybody to join. Get on the Facebook page, Dexter Elks, see what's going on. Please, please, please come out October 15th at 6 o'clock, 2 Mile Road, the Elks Lodge here in Dexter for the Blacklight Bingo. You will not be disappointed. So as we're kind of winding down here, Davey, first of all, I'd like to thank you for everything you've done. 27 years is outstanding. 5 years as exalted ruler is amazing. So is there anything you'd like to leave us with before we sign off?
If you want to find out about the Elks, our phone numbers are all listed on our Facebook page. Don't be afraid to call. We have somebody there during the day, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. And anytime after 3:30, you can call the lodge, and we have a bartender there, and I can guarantee you there's some member there that knows how to get a hold of me if I'm not there. So.
And again, October 15th, 6 o'clock, Blacklight Bingo at the Lodge. Come out and support it. And on behalf of our producer, Maureen Johnson, and my executive producer, Evan Todd, I would like to thank you for making us part of your day. I hope you have a great afternoon and a better tomorrow.